Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. Today we will talk about the secrets of Shanks' family, which might also reveal the true power of Shanks, Shamrock, and their father. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Guys, I think if there's one thing that really grabs attention in One Piece, it's the way Oda distributes clues throughout the chapters and plays with mythology to build a narrative that unfolds little by little. The case of Shanks' family is a clear example of this, and perhaps we can link the creatures surrounding this lineage to a deeper symbolism than we imagine. The first concrete evidence we have of this appears in chapters 1137 and 1138, where Shamrock reveals that he is Shanks' twin brother and shows his terrifying power by summoning a Cerberus from his sword. What if this is a common trait in their family? After all, Shanks' own sword is called Griffin, and so far we have never seen its true combat capabilities. Perhaps we have been overlooking an obvious pattern. If Shamrock can summon a Cerberus, why not imagine that Shanks can also do something similar with Griffin? The sword's name suggests a connection to the Griffin, a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the wings of an eagle, a mix of strength and majesty. What we know is that Shanks has always carried this sword, and its importance must be greater than it appears. Oda rarely names anything by chance, so if we have Shamrock with a Cerberus and Shanks' sword with a name evoking a mythical creature, the possibility of Griffin having a similar power becomes plausible. Perhaps this is an exclusive technique of their family, or a secret kept for a long time. Considering that Shamrock was raised in a completely different environment, it's possible that he awakened this power before his brother. And what if this is something inherited from their father, Garling Figureland? We know he's an influential character with connections to the Tenryubito, but what if his figure is also linked to a mythical animal? The legend mentioned in chapters 1137 and 1138 talks about the Serpent of the Hellfire, and since Garling belongs to this family, maybe he is the bearer of this third legendary being. It wouldn't be absurd to imagine that each family member has a creature associated with them. The Cerberus for Shamrock, the Griffin for Shanks, and the Flame Serpent for Garling. If this is true, we could be facing a lineage that carries some sort of war legacy or a special ability passed down from generation to generation. Whether these creatures are the result of devil fruits, secret techniques, or cursed swords is still a mystery, but the connection between them seems to be there, waiting to be discovered. Perhaps Oda is setting the stage for a major revelation about the Figureland family. If this family really possesses this capability, it would not just be a matter of noble blood, but exceptional powers that make them a feared and respected lineage. Shamrock and Shanks grew up separately, meaning they may have developed these abilities in different ways. Shamrock, being linked to the forces of the Holy Knights, may have refined his techniques in a more methodical manner, while Shanks, living as a pirate, might have discovered this power more instinctively, or may not have fully explored its potential yet. The lack of a flashback about Shanks in these chapters suggests that Oda is still holding back information about him, which hints that more things might be revealed in the future. And what if this connection between creatures isn't just symbolic? Perhaps these entities have a greater meaning within the story. If we go back to the legend told in chapters 1137 and 1138, we see that it talks about enraged deities and a sun god. This reference to the sun immediately recalls Nika and Luffy's awakening, which might indicate that these creatures are connected to the ancient history of the world. Perhaps they are remnants of a lost era, and the Figureland family inherited the power of these entities. I think if this theory is correct, we can expect an explosive revelation about the Figurelands in the future. Shanks has always been one of the most enigmatic characters in the series, and his family seems even more mysterious. The fact that Shamrock pulls his sword and a Cerberus comes out shows that his weapon is much more than a mere object, so it makes sense to imagine that Griffin also hides something similar. As for Garling, his connection to the Serpent of the Hellfire might mean he holds a devastating power, which explains his position and influence. The future might bring us answers, but if we put the clues together, the idea that the Figurelands have creatures associated with them seems more and more plausible. Moreover, there's another thing worth highlighting: the way the names of Shanks' attacks might be related to this concept. We haven't seen many yet, but we can speculate that he has hidden techniques that invoke the essence of a griffin. This would make sense within the logic of One Piece, where weapons often have a will of their own or unexplored powers. If Shanks really has this connection with a griffin, it's possible that we will see an incredible revelation when he goes into full combat. Maybe his sword can create energy wings or summon a mythical spirit to help him. If this is the case, his fight against Blackbeard or any other major battle in the future might be the moment when we finally see this power in action. In the end, One Piece always always surprises us, and this theory about the Figurelands and their legendary creatures could be another piece of the puzzle. If Oda is truly preparing something along these lines, we might be on the verge of discovering a new level of mythical powers within the world of pirate. Continuing this line of thought, it's important to consider that Oda, as a master of complex narratives, loves to play with details, and everything he places in the world of One Piece has a purpose. It wouldn't be surprising if the mythical creatures associated with the Figureland family are not only a reflection of their heritage, but also a key to understanding certain historical and cosmic events that are yet to come. A possible connection to the Great Pirate Era, or even the War of the Gods, could justify these special powers. If these mythical creatures are truly connected to the very fabric of the world of One Piece, it could indicate that the Figureland family is more than just a noble family. They might be guardians of secrets that go back to a time long before the present, perhaps even before the foundation of the world government. The very concept of mythology within One Piece has always been a standout point. When we think of figures like the celestial dragons, the ancient weapons, and the true history of the ancient civilization, we realize that Oda has a unique way of blending ancient legends with the contemporary challenges faced by the characters. If the Figureland family is somehow involved with these ancient legends, through the mythical creatures associated with them, we may be facing an even deeper revelation about the events leading up to the fall of the ancient civilization and the rise of the world government. Furthermore, the connection between these creatures and the Figureland lineage may not just be a symbol of strength, but a direct link to the flow of energy in the world of One Piece. If each creature represents a specific aspect of the world, like Shamrock Cerberus, representing defense and resistance, Shanks' Griffin symbolizing the combination of strength and wisdom, and Garling's flaming serpent embodying destruction and rebirth, perhaps these entities are tied to the very balance of cosmic forces. This leads us to consider the role Luffy and the other protagonists might have in this larger game. Luffy, as the sun, seems destined to be the key to the destruction or regeneration of the world. If the mythological creatures surrounding the Figureland family have any connection to this primordial energy, it would be intriguing to speculate on what this means for the future of the series. Will the battles to come, like the inevitable fight between Shanks and Blackbeard, or even the final confrontations involving the world government, reveal an even greater power that connects the Figureland family with the oldest legends of One Piece? And if we consider the idea that these creatures are not merely physical manifestations, but also spiritual entities linked to certain individuals, we might be witnessing a shift in the balance of power in the world, where the ancient myths begin to resurface. This would not only add depth to the narrative of One Piece, but also place the Figureland family in a crucial position within the context of the final war, where the mythological creatures could be more than just symbols of power, but catalysts for cosmic events. However, it is also entirely plausible that these mythical powers of the Figureland family, such as Shamrock's Cerberus, Shanks' Griffin, and Garling's flaming serpent, may be directly linked to the devil fruits. After all, in the One Piece universe, these fruits play a key role in the development of extraordinary abilities, and the idea that the Figureland lineage inherited such powers through these fruits would not be out of place with what we've already seen in the series. Each chapter is a piece of a larger puzzle, one that goes beyond the characters and their personal goals. What Oda has done brilliantly is give us a layered story where the present, past, and future intertwine in complex and unpredictable ways. And perhaps the true strength of the Figureland family and the creatures they evoke is only one of many keys to revealing what lies behind the mystery of the Great Pirate Era and the legacy of the ancients. It is clear that if Shanks, Shamrock, and Garling are indeed bearers of these mythological creatures, their journeys carry even greater weight than we imagined, and the future of One Piece may very well take us to a place where the legends are not just history, but an active part of the battle that will determine the fate of the world. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.